this is the lack of any healthy self-preservation. Just so I'm allowed back in the UK, I'm not going to criticize any of the groups. I'm just going to criticize the government. And since the government is mostly white, I'm still allowed to do it.
Yeah.
Okay? And we're going to go straight into the first video because you guys need to see the insanity. Okay? This is the chief of police warning Americans that they're not safe here. Just roll the clip. This is insane.
Full force of the law at people. And whether you're in this country committing crimes on the streets or committing crimes from further afield online, we will come after you.
Talk to me about that, because we have seen some high-profile figures whipping up the hatred. You talked about it in there with the officers, in fact, about this being added to by online commentary. I mean, I'm even thinking of the likes of Elon Musk getting involved. What are you considering when it comes to dealing with people who are whipping up this kind of behaviour from behind a keyboard, maybe in a different country?
Being a keyboard warrior does not make you safe from the law. You can be guilty of offences of incitement, of stirring up racial hatred. There are numerous terrorist offences regarding the sort of publishing of material. All of those offences are in play if people are provoking hatred and violence on the streets, and we'll come after those individuals just as we will physically confront on the streets the thugs and the obs who are causing the problems for communities.
This effing guy, man, he's talking about keyboard warriors. He's a TV warrior. He's sitting there behind his badge in London. We'll come after you. I happen to think they're only really talking to Tommy Robinson.
That's exactly what they're talking to.
And not necessarily the Elons of the world, but the balls it takes for that guy to say he's going to come after.
This is the same guy that lives in the same country that was trying to control us. And guess what? The Second Amendment happened in the Declaration of Independence in 1776. Guess what, Nigel, whatever the hell his name is, good try it.
Following up
going from one red coat to now a literal red coat. I see the picture.
Following up on the insanity, like I literally had to bring 6 or 7 short videos so people don't think I'm making the thing up. This is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Just listen to this guy. He is judging or like
a magistrate?
Sentencing a guy for a social media post.
Sentencing a guy for a social media post. Look, like, just check his tone. Like,
his eyes.
His eyes.
Umberto, not just sentencing. Guys, 20 months, and you're going to hear that they knocked it down to 20 months for doing it. But yeah, go ahead. Play this clip.
The eyes of
You did not want your money going to immigrants who, quote, rape our kids and get priority. End quote.
That's it.
This offence is so serious that an immediate custodial sentence is unavoidable.
Unavoidable.
Would you stand, please?
Watch this.
The sentence that I pass has been reduced by 1/3 to reflect your guilty plea. The sentence is one of 20 months
Look at those
imprisonment.
eyes. Evil.
By the way, and just so a third, so that's 20 months times 3. 60 months is how many?
Oh, is it brought down a third or brought down by a third? So was it 30 months to 20 months, I think?
Oh, yeah.
By the way, but the absolute shocking thing about that, because I really went crazy on that video a little while ago, that was 5 days after the social media post. The guy got arrested, charged, and then pleaded. Because by pleading, he was able to reduce it by a third. That sentence was 5 days after the post.
For saying something that's factually true, that the migrants that are coming into Europe are raping and murdering. He didn't say all.
And not getting prosecuted for it. The Pakistani rape gangs in London were going on for decades
and nothing
with impunity and protection from the cops because they didn't want to be accused of being politically insensitive, culturally insensitive.
I don't know how. Listen,
the British citizens will be prosecuted by their own government because, like the guy said in that post, that is now going to be sitting in jail for the next better part of 2 years. He said they're getting priority.
By the way, camera here to UK thought police. I don't necessarily agree with what they just said.
You're worrying about
and to the camera,
and the
red coats. Now I understand 1776.
Oi, bruv, have you got a license for that social media post?
So this is at all levels: local police, judges. We can quickly watch this video. This is at the high government level. This is the MP just setting down the law.
Is that Keir Starmer?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Also looks like Satan has possessed him.
I can announce today that following this meeting, we will establish a national capability across police forces to tackle violent disorder. These thugs are mobile. They move from community to community. And we must have a policing response that can do the same. Shared intelligence, wider deployment of facial recognition technology,
Oh my goodness.
and preventative action, criminal behaviour orders to restrict their movements before they can even board a train.
Wow.
In just the same way that we do with football hooligans. And let me also say to large social media companies and those who run them, violent disorder clearly whipped up online.
That's Elon. He's talking to Elon.
That is
not
also
Tom.
a crime. It's happening on your premises. And the law must be upheld everywhere.
Whose law?
That is the single most
Korean law?
important duty of government.
Crazy.
Service rests on security. And we will take all necessary action to keep our streets safe.
And this is why the Second Amendment is so, and the First, but the second one, you can't have one without the other.
The second
I
protects the
dare
first.
you-
I understand
dare
it
you
now.
to try to do that shit here, bro. Oh my
But Vinny, they are. That's the point. And I hit on this a little bit when we talked about Kyle Rittenhouse a while back, but I need to reemphasize it. The people who stand firmly by the Second Amendment, and I agree, Second Amendment all the way. That's very important. But they don't need to get rid of the Second Amendment to take away all your other rights. They're already doing it. So the people who say, as long as we have the Second Amendment, the rest of our rights are secure. No, they're not. They have taken your rights for decades, and all the people who say until they touch the guns, they're not going to touch anything else, are completely oblivious to the fact that they're trying to do this here. They're trying to take the UK format and do it to you here, and they're just 10 to 15 years behind it. And of course, the people who say, as long as we have guns, there's nothing they can do about it. Well, when the government hasn't touched your guns, but they've gone to all the big tech companies and said, hey, anybody who votes for Trump, deplatform them. When they go to your bank and says, hey, anybody who's conservative, debank them. You don't need a gun confiscation to end up in that mess. So if you're sitting there with the gun saying, as long as I got this, everything else is secure, you might need to open your eyes a little bit and look around and see the fact that so much else has disappeared.
And they get you to do it voluntarily because
Yeah,
you think you're
exactly.
feeling good by suppressing hate speech.
Well, people argue if it was, Huxley or Orwell that was right, is it mass distraction or mass surveillance? And we're getting a little bit of both. We're getting super distracted and overly surveilled. And this we get. We're going to skip this video. It's just to make another point that they arrested an old lady. But I want to show you that what you're saying is right. It's what they're allowed to do. They will go all the way. And just to put in perspective, the numbers came out. There's no way I can have an accurate count to today.
Okay.
And in Russia, there's been 300 politically related arrests for wrongthink.
Okay.
And in the UK, the last number I checked is close to 4,000 people that have been arrested for posting things online. So Russia 300, UK they're at 4,000. And I translated this video using AI so to show you guys that the difference between Venezuela, is a totalitarian communist regime. And the UK is not that much,
difference? Okay.
The difference is not that much. Just roll the tape. This is Maduro banning WhatsApp on
WhatsApp?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
WhatsApp, here you are, little one. WhatsApp. Technological imperialism. You are attacking Venezuela. They gave you all the lists. Here it says
See,
uninstall.
TikTok on there.
Here it says uninstall. You left WhatsApp? If I've seen you, I don't remember. I'm free of WhatsApp. I'm at peace. Free of WhatsApp.
And that's banning him. And this video.
I'm free of WhatsApp.
Funny. This is a guy on the street. They're interviewing him and asking him about the banning of WhatsApp.
Okay.
And he gets caught red-handed. Just roll the tape. This is so funny.
If the president deletes it, we have to go to his call, delete it, not to delete it, or at least not to use it. Not to use it until further notice, until further order from the president, because it is something that does not...
Obedience to Nicolas Maduro, etc.
Is it?
Yes.
We let him attend. Are they calling him on WhatsApp? Pick up.
Just unbelievable, Gonza. Were they really calling him by WhatsApp?
Oh, that.
Guys, you can't
That
fall.
guy-
Sorry, I don't want to
Straight to jail.
Straight to jail.
Straight to jail.
Call him
Yes,
WhatsApp
yes.
straight to
Oops,
jail.
he hung up.
So if we go to the next one, and here's a serious point. This numbers, and I want to bring this slide and the next one up. All these people are right now, they're political prisoners of the Maduro regime. The strife for freedom of the Venezuelan people is still going on right now. I have people close to me, that I know that are right now, we don't know where they are. And all these people, like student leaders, officials that are in jail right now, and this is what, like, right close to the border. It's not far away land, and if we don't take matters into a situation like the mass surveillance, mass censorship, and we don't take a stand on this thing, like, this is coming here, and it's coming here soon. So that's
under a Kamala regime, they might participate in extradition of American citizens. It's an amazing thing, though. They say, like, all right, this is our laws, and you have to respect our laws. Do we have to respect North Korean laws of censorship in America? Like, am I allowed criticizing Kim Jong-un?
Yeah,
or they're going to threat, we will now, just don't put a British accent, put a North Korean accent. We will extradite Americans who speak ill of Supreme Master Kim Jong-un. Well, that British guy is no different than anybody who thinks they are a Supreme Master coming after mean words on the internet.
Well, Viva, as someone with a pretty prominent Twitter following, and maybe you've encountered this, I know a lot of other people have seen it, where, like, you get flagged for, this tweet violated German law. We're just letting you know. Have you ever?
I got a ton of those, but and that's because people abuse of the system to try to.
Of course, but it's like you get notified all the time. Hey, you're posting from America. That's good for you, because if you were in Germany, you'd be in prison right now, or if you were in the UK,
for things like Holocaust denial, will land you in jail in certain countries.
So that's that this topic. It's a deep, troubling thing that is worldwide. There's nowhere you can hide. You can just fight it, and we need to fight like hell. Because once you can't, express your thoughts, it's over. It's done. We might as well join the island tribe in the Sentinel Island. At least you're naked and you're not paying taxes. So that's that.
And you can throw spears at people and nothing happens to you.
Spears are very powerful tool.
I do. But like, watching that type of stuff, especially a guy like, bro, what year are you, like, just the English, like, that whole magistrate, whatever the hell, why are you wearing a wig? Like, that whole era, like, you're stuck in a time where he's there and he's...
It's to show you that they are better than you and different than you. And they wear the wig and you don't. And they will block you in jail.
It's a cultural tradition, just like murdering people is a cultural tradition for the North Sentinelese. Yeah. You do things a certain way in a certain culture that represent a certain time. And there's a whole movement to try to get the barristers' wigs outlawed because it's unkind to people with different textured hairs from other races, but it's like, that was a British thing for a long time.
Yeah.
And they do it, and maybe it looks dumb, but it's a thing they do.
Well, look at the history of the term bigwigs. It's because those who had the money to get a wig was a big wig, and it distinguished them from the lowly hoi polloi.
Well, Rob will love that.
Yeah, Rob loves that. And I just think, bro, like, and again, Elon Musk spending how much did he?
$44 billion.
$44 billion
to change the trajectory of the world,
so that we could say what we want, and it's pissing off the people that you just saw with the wig and the two flight. Like, I hate when they try to be all professional. Like, I'm addressing the. They don't give a damn. They want to take. They listen, and they want us to be silenced. And then the thing is the guns. Especially, I'm talking about here, because I tell people all the time, like, the thing about the Second Amendment, I always say, is I'm not just happy that we have it. I mean, they've been constantly trying to shut us up. If it wasn't for Elon Musk, we haven't, dude, none of the conversations being said would be being said, because no information would be out there. Where would you find all the stuff about the shooter and all that, like Thomas Crooks, and nowhere, all the footage of him and the cop going up on the roof and then turning around? You wouldn't see any of that, and we would be in the blind if it wasn't for this guy. Yeah. So call him what he wants. Some people are like, he might be the Antichrist. Let me explain something to you. That guy is giving us a platform that we could all talk, and I love it, because I have family members. We used to talk about, and I'm going to wrap it up right now, with the FBI Hunter Biden story, doing all the stuff. The FBI was at Twitter. You know what he said? Well, why don't you guys buy your own? No, we just bought yours, so now we got it. What's up, everybody? Vincent Oshana here. If you want to see me and the entire Valuetainment crew, we will be at the Vault Conference September 4th through the 7th at the Palm Beach Convention Center, hosted by none other than Patrick Bet-David and featuring Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Guys, this is the place to be. If you are an entrepreneur and you want to level up, do not miss this opportunity. This is the best place to network. If you want tickets, go to thevaultconference.com. Do not waste time. This thing is going to sell out, and I will see you guys there. Peace and love. So if you like this clip, click right here. And if you want to see more like it, click right here. Stay angry, Patriots.